Hey guys, thanks for joining us on this lovely Tuesday where we talk about all the new goodies that have come out today. We got a lot of exciting things to share with you today, including some big announcements, so definitely stay tuned for that. You may even have a guess as to what it is if you are looking at the full screen right now,
With the title and
yeah.
images. Yep.
But first, as you're getting on or as you're watching this on YouTube afterward, if you're not watching with us live, please leave us a comment, like the video, and make sure to like our page to get all the updates and announcements about new comics coming out. And feel free to talk in the comments and let us know what you're reading, what you're excited about, and if you want to order anything that you see here, just leave us a comment and let us know.
Today is the day where we sit down and we read the comics that have arrived, and we do sort of spoiler-free previews. Although there was a little bit of a kink in the mix, some of our comics did not arrive yet. They've got delayed. They're going to be here in the morning.
So we're gonna get up at like 6 in the morning and be here because
we're getting up bright and early to make sure they're all on the shelves. Our DC is all here. DC's here. It's bag boarded, sorted, waiting on the shelves. So at the end of this broadcast, we're going to go over the things that we've read. We're going to start out with a big announcement. Then we're going to go over the stuff that'll be arriving tomorrow. That'll be for sale tomorrow. And then we'll get to the reviews.
I'm just sharing this in a couple spots. If you guys have a second and want to help us out and share as well, that would be really nice.
So who knows what this cover is way over there next to Meagan? There's a reason.
I'm like touchy. I like Batman.
There's a reason that we started the broadcast with this cover. Okay, it was just announced. You might have read about this on CBR or some other news site. This is Batman number 100, the Lee Bermejo exclusive variant.
How exclusive?
It's quite exclusive. It's the first time DC's done anything like this. What they allowed it was they allowed for up to 20 stores to order this. We had to order at exactly noon Pacific time, and it was going to be the first stores that got to order in. And we're good at that sort of thing. You know, we were ready, hand on the trigger. We did it. We are one of the 20 stores that will have this exclusive
That's
cover.
not even 20 in our state or in our country. That's worldwide.
In the world, yeah.
In the world. A little old us.
I know, yeah. So we've seen a couple other stores that have gotten it. We know at least one isn't even in the U.S.
Yeah. So we're super excited. We definitely had a timer set to email DC the second we could. So yeah, we are going to be getting this issue, which is going to be super rare, and it is the final issue of the Joker War series.
It is the centennial issue of Batman Rebirth. It is the final issue of Joker War, and it is the first appearance of a new villain named the Ghost Maker.
Yeah, I just read about that.
Yeah.
So this is a lot chocked full in this one issue. Also, this cover is super cool because if you notice, it took us a minute to get it. I was like, why is one of Batman's sleeves so wrinkly? It's actually on the left side, Batman holding the Joker, and on the right side, it's Joker holding Batman. So it's really cool. The more you look at it, the more you see.
Yeah, and with all the cardstock variants that have come out by Lee Bermejo, they look a lot better in person than they do on a video screen. Right now, it looks pretty dark, but once you see it in person, it really pops. So yeah, this is really exciting. We're happy to be able to have this for you guys, and yeah, it's pretty neat.
So let's talk about pre-orders. So we always give a bit of preference to people who walk in our store, our locals, and of course our pull box customers. So what we're doing is this is going to be for people who are local or have pull boxes with us. It's going to be just $10. So if you're not local, that's fine. We'll ship it to you for $4. If you want to open a pull box with us, that's great. The only rule to it is you have to have 3 current ongoing series in it. And we ship all over the U.S. If you're local, though, you just want this cover, that's fine. Let us know. It's yours for $10. No shipping charges or anything like that. And if you want to find it other means, I've seen it up on eBay for a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see a few people already calling dibs and claim, and you will absolutely get it. Just let us know if you want it, and we'll be probably doing some special pre-sale video just for that upcoming. So yeah, we're excited. We're honored that we were chosen. This has been, I think, the second thing that we've really tried and shot for that we've gotten. The first being the Bad Idea comics, which are still coming out.
Still coming along.
Everything got paused due to shutdowns and stuff, but that is still coming out.
Yeah, we learned about this. I guess we got actually told we got it at 8 p.m. last night. So yeah, we've been excited ever since, and we just had to share the news. You'll hear more about it. We'll probably bring it up on a lot of the shows to try to make sure everybody who's local gets a chance to get this, incredible.
This is essentially going to be one of the rarest single issues in a long time. I mean, and it's only for, correct me if I'm wrong, like the big stores weren't able to get it, like the big online stores. It's for...
Well, so they had the same chance as we did. It didn't matter the size of your store, but if they got this one, they were not able to do their own exclusives. So a lot of the big stores were already doing their own exclusives, and they just, were like, well, too late for this.
Yeah.
And so we hopped on it.
So Michael wants to know if they can claim more than one.
Yes, sure can. Absolutely.
We'd be happy for you too.
Yep, for sure.
So,
just let us know the amount, and they're yours. So
we'll be talking more about that later on. This issue actually releases early October. Like we said, it's the final issue of the Joker War. And we're going to be talking about the first part of Joker War today as we go through all the new stuff out.
Okay, so now we're going to go over the comics that we would have already read and should have arrived, but they haven't arrived yet. They are going to be here tomorrow. We're going to get bright and early. They'll be on our shelves when we open. Beginning with... You know about this one.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man, Sins Rising. This kicks off a new storyline in Amazing Spider-Man. It is the return of the Sin Eater. There's been a few incarnations of him. This is the original one. And yeah, this is a one-shot that will lead into the next big story arc in Amazing Spider-Man. And if you haven't been reading Amazing Spider-Man, it's been really good with Nick Spencer writing it and kind of rotating artists. But this one's done by my favorite artist, Ryan Ottley, and then there's had a lot of really great people working on it.
So that'll be out tomorrow.
Yep.
Next up, so Empire #2 is out, but in addition, I want to put emphasis on this. Empire X-Men #1 is out. And that is done by Jonathan Hickman. So the actual X-Men author is on this one. So for those of you who've been liking Empire, we've actually had a lot more interest in it than we thought. Hopefully by me talking about it so much.
Really done a good job.
So this is coming out tomorrow. If you want a copy, let us know. Then we got Hellions.
Hellions, yeah. I really like the first issue of this. The team was really weird going into it. With, Wild Child, we see Psylocke on the cover, Mr. Sinister. There's that guy's like a robot egg.
Yeah.
I believe Havoc is on this team too.
A lot of the troubled characters.
Yeah, the Hellions.
Yeah.
Like your grandma would call a group of kids at the mall. Bunch of Hellions.
So #2 will be out tomorrow. And then Star Wars Dr. Afro #2 drops.
Finally.
Yes.
Wow, that's ages back. So yeah, if you guys want any of these issues that we're blowing through, we're going through the Marvel quick because we haven't read them yet. We're going to land on DC soon because we've read a few of those. But if you want any of these, if they're not already on your pull list, just shoot us a comment and we'll get it for you while supplies last.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Wolverine #3, and look at that cover. The only light is from bullets.
From bullets, it looks like he's running through a field of fireworks.
And bullets aren't going to stop him. Whoever's firing those shots, they're already dead.
They should have learned a long time ago.
So Wolverine #3 is out tomorrow.
And then, wow, this is the last part of the X-Men Fantastic Four. And this was one of the first, crossovers that premiered many, many months ago. We've all been waiting for it. I believe it's Matt Fraction and Terry Dodson, who we'll be seeing a variant cover from later on, did the art in this. It's been really cool, definitely focusing on what the relationship between the X-Men and the kids of the Fantastic Four who have powers are.
And talk about some unintentional build-up, because they couldn't release one for 3 months.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, it was clipping along really nice, and I'm sure they have a really good ending planned out, but they really sort of paused this for a moment. So,
all right, so we I had a really great time last Saturday, just a few days ago, celebrating the first week of Free Comic Book Summer. That is something that we're participating in because Free Comic Day didn't happen. Instead, in order to make it a little safer and more fun and just try to do something cool with the event, Free Comic Summer is happening. So we still have some issues from last week, but we're going to share with you what will be available this Saturday. So first, it is highly anticipated, amazing
big one.
SpiderMan and Venom. We'll have plenty of these out here, so come by Saturday and get you a copy. What else is coming out?
So rumor had it with this one, this was supposed to be Virus's first appearance, but because it's being released second now, I guess it's not considered that. We're gonna have to see how the cards kind of fall on that.
I feel that it's still the Virus thing with the character is one of the couple of surprises that were supposed to be in this issue. So that kind of got rearranged what his first appearance is, but apparently there's still some more in this issue, especially leading to some big events later on in the year teased.
So also there is Horizon Zero Dawn based on the hit video game. That's going to be out this week. We'll have it here on Saturday. Anyone who drops by gets 3 free comics while supplies last. In addition, there are 2 other ones. There's Dark Arc and there is Valiant 20 Years of Heroes.
And we still have some X-Men and things like that from last week left over. So if you missed last week, you can still come and get what you missed. So we hope to see you guys out. We're open 12 to 7 every day. And we're also continuing our comics shopping spree. If you're local, don't miss that.
Do you really need another reason to come out to your favorite comic store? Or we hope we're your favorite comic store.
Look at these dimples I'm creating.
All right, so let's get to the books that we've actually read.
Woo!
So, Andy, you read Batgirl 47.
I did. Batgirl 47. I was really excited about this one, especially when we saw the cover, because we know Joker War's going on or whatever. But if you are familiar with Batgirl's history, Joker standing at her door
that's not a good
is
sign.
not a good thing. The last time he paid a visit, it ended up with Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair for many, many years and Killing Joke. This issue, so we don't do spoilers here, but I'll give you just a hint of what's going on. Definitely is aware of what happened before. It is, how would I say? We kind of replay that scene in another way. And this is big because this is issue 47, and they've announced that issue 50 is the last issue of Batgirl.
Yep.
And there's things in this that make you think, oh, that could be the reason why it's ending. Not to give too much away, but this, what you see on the cover happens. Joker confronts Batgirl, and we get a lot of kind of back and forth of like, hey, last time you really messed up my life.
Right.
So
that sounds terrifying.
It is. It's a very, I would say, almost uncomfortable just knowing that and everything that happened.
I remember the solicitation called it devastating, like the issue. That's what they called it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, this is Barbara post being Batgirl, then Oracle, and then being Batgirl again. She's definitely not even toughened up, but mentally toughened up. So she kind of comes into this scenario like, I am better than I was before, and I'm ready for this. But still doesn't mean there's not some devastating things that happen in it.
Yeah, if you are signed up for Joker War, to get everything Joker War, this is already in your pull box. If you don't have it or are worried you're going to miss out, just send us a message, leave us a comment. We can hold it for you while supplies last. And DC is releasing on Tuesdays, so you can actually come pick up everything else we're talking about in this show today. It's on the shelf right now.
So if Joker shows up at your door with flowers, do you accept them? Which, they're probably poisoned, there's something wrong with them. Or do you say no and see what happens when you're rude to the Joker?
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite remember the very beginning of it. I don't remember if he knocks or he just allows himself in, what it is.
Like a vampire.
Yeah, either way, I probably wouldn't be too happy about taking the flowers.
And there's a great variant for this one, too.
Yes, I remember talking about this on the the Friday show a few weeks ago. This is, I feel like, one of the best variant covers we've seen in a while.
Yeah, I love it.
Very reminiscent of what's going to be coming up when they release 3 Jokers, where there's like a playing card that has Batman and Joker on it. Yeah, so this Terry Dodson cover, we still have a few of them available, not a whole lot.
We had a lot of pre-orders for this. So.
We had so many pre-orders after we talked about it till now, so supply is limited if you want to get it.
First serve.
All right, I see Eric is already asking for a Batgirl 47, and thank you, Eric. You talked to me over the weekend about firepower and stuff, and I hooked you up with that, so I'll chat with you after the show.
All right. I believe it's your turn next, Megan.
It's me. Batman number 95. So this is kind of interesting. We've been talking about Joker War for so many weeks now. This is actually the first issue of the Joker War, issue number 95. It begins here. You can see up in the corner it says part 1. So there is a lot that goes on in this issue. I'm going to try to do some spoiler-free stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. But, what can I say that's spoiler-free? I'll say that, light spoiler, I think this is the first time that Batman and Punchline meet and fight together. So that's interesting. This is, as we already know, Joker has control of Wayne Enterprises and is fiddling around with all of Batman's toys and things like that. Actually, the title for the next issue says, "Oh, all these wonderful toys." There's a lot of surprises in this issue. It actually kind of starts very cinematic. It's, how the credits will roll in a movie, and it's like, directed by this, starring this. It kind of does that with the creators of this series, so I think they're just kind of trying to make it more cinematic.
Now, it says part 1. How part 1-y does it feel? Does it feel like, since you've been reading it, does it feel like, oh, this feels like the next issue, or does it actually feel like that was a prelude to this, and this really does feel like the start of something?
I think that I could see, if this was released in trade paperback form, number 95 through 100, it would be a contained story.
Okay.
It does start, as we've kind of seen played around with a bit over these past few issues, it does start in the past a little bit, giving us some context, and, there's a lot of surprises.
I was about to say, it's very hard not to spoil a book that is this long awaited for and dense, like just you flipping through it. I haven't read it yet, but like every page is like, that's like a different scene with a big thing happening on it.
Yeah,
so.
And I think, I don't know, a lot happens in this. It's really good. I can't recommend it enough. I'm glad that we have tons of copies left on the shelf. So, yeah, if you have any questions, like I said, let me know. But
I have a question that's kind of far out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, issue 100, which we're officially pre-selling,
building up to,
it's supposed to be the first appearance of a new villain called Ghostmaker.
Right.
Any guesses as to, because sometimes a villain isn't just, hey, I just stepped in these pages. Sometimes it's someone who changes.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
So I would say if we're building up to that, it may be a true first appearance in issue number 100. With, Batman in so many comics, there's always like a little piece that, you can go back to and see and find out that it was there all along, but not that I don't see any hint of him yet.
Okay. Is this one isn't the first Clown Hunter, is it?
No, I was just looking on Key Collector earlier. This is Batman number 95. It just says the Joker War began. Oh, and it is the debut of new armor. Batman doesn't actually wear the armor, and we're not sure how it's going to fit in yet. James Tynion said that it'll play an important part upcoming, but it is the debut of new armor, so that's something that's a first in this one. So
Batman has been such, like, I feel like for the first time in a long time, I feel like Scott Snyder did a little bit with Court of Owls, kind of expanding Batman to that next level. This one just feels like a whole, like, Batman 2.0. Like, we got new villains, we've got kind of Gotham being shaken up. This feels like a whole new generation of Batman and what's going on.
Yeah, I could see that, but same, just sort of core ideas and identity about him. I think it's a very familiar, and I find it's very satisfying. So
let's check out the variant.
Here's the variant. We have two up here.
That's got to be Matina.
That's the Matina variant, and you can see the shadow of the bat in the background. I don't know how well it shows up on the screen there, but he does have the bat symbol in his chest right there, and you can see Joker starting to play around with his toys. So, yeah, lots of great scenes in this. I can't say enough good about it. So, that's out today. It's out right now.
Yep, you can come by and get it now if you like. Also out is Detective Comics 1024, which is part of the Joker War. I actually did not get a chance to read it yet. I was busy preparing for the show. Once we needed the screens, I started working on that. But everybody who signed up for Joker War, this will already be in your poll. Those of you who want everything or want this, just let us know. It's got a very awesome B cover by Lee Bermejo, the very person who is doing the Batman 100 exclusive that we're selling.
Yay.
I mean, look at that. That is such an awesome cover.
And this is another one to bring up the fact. We over-ordered of this issue back when we put in our orders, and we're already almost out of it. We only have...
we over-ordered by a lot.
We over-ordered by a lot. That's how many people jumped on board after we placed the order. So if you are still wanting to get in on Joker War, we still do have some copies of this Detective Comics. But this is another great chance to remind you, get on board, sign up for it. We have a sheet for everybody who wants everything Joker War. So when a new issue comes out and it's Joker War related, you automatically get it. You don't have to say, oh, I want Batgirl 47 through 50 or whatever. If you say, I just want all of Joker War, we will make sure you get all of Joker War. So sign up either by series or if you want that story arc, let us know.
So we'll end this by going back to Batman 100, the exclusive Bermejo cover that we are doing pre-sale for. It's $10 if you are local, you have a pull box, or... if you're local or you have a pull box, meaning you have at least 3 ongoing things, we can ship it to you for $4. If you don't have a pull box, now's a good time to open one.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to tell you guys before the show, but I just got confirmation from DC. We get emails from DC now that this is going to have the trade dress, but that their designers are working on like a personalized trade dress.
Really?
For this
For
one.
each
That's
store?
supposed to for this cover.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Their designers are working on a personalized trade dress to work with this particular art.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Mike just asked if he can get everything Joker War. Yes, you can. If you guys know anybody who you think might like this issue or might want this very rare, limited issue, this number 100 Lee Bermejo variant, just tag them in this video. Let them know. We will be doing an exclusive pre-sale video just dedicated to this. But we're really excited to be able to provide you guys with this.
coming out October 6th.
October 6th. So.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this week.
Yeah.
I hope you come by tomorrow. We might be a little bleary-eyed from getting up so early to get the comics ready. But they'll be ready. They'll be on the shelves at noon. We'll make it happen. So thank you. And this is Infinity Flux signing off.